doing this garbage, I'm very proud that Barack hasn't been smoking in a full year now. And you see him hanging out a window at the White House. Propaganda.
Oh yeah, he's not doing it.
While he's out the window, leaning like this with one of his cigars, smoking. They got pictures of him, smoking, folks. I mean, those are really fun things that the press will snap the president. He chews nicotine gum, he has Nicorette patches and smokes.
What a combination.
Yeah. Oh, and he also drinks.
Oh.
Isn't that a good one? But wouldn't it be nice, though, to have a politician? I mean, like they said, why Reagan is listed currently as the most admired president? Because he had a positive outlook for the nation, stuck with a positive outlook, and when he died, he still had a positive outlook for the nation.
Yeah.
He never changed his outlook. This is a guy that came up, like from, a small community in the Midwest, lifeguard, did baseball games for the Chicago Cubs, went to Hollywood, became a star, did some really great performances, basically helped to create television like with Desi Arnaz, became the governor of the state of California, then president of the United States. I mean, you talk about the old Horatio Alger story. And he's an Irishman, too. I mean, you know how difficult it is to get Irish elected to the presidency? I mean, John Kennedy was the first.
Why is it difficult to get Irish?
Because they don't like the Irish. The Irish are basically thought of as being, like used car salesmen. But I think they're beneath them as used car salesmen. Being an Irishman almost was an automatic disqualification to run for presidency for years.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. They did not like, well, we're going to have the Irish Catholic religion all over the place. We can't have that. But it just doesn't work.
It'd be much better than some of those other religions.
Yeah, it's why Mike Huckabee will never be president of the United States. Even though Huckabee is a likable person, he's going to cram his religion down your throats, folks.
Well, he does talk about it on the show.
He cannot shut his mouth up about it. He doesn't understand. He's the president of the United States, not the president of Southern Baptist. So it's why he would be as bad as Barack Obama is. So that where the good politicians come. Well, let's see, what was it? Years ago, I heard. Robert Redford said at a thing. They asked him, they wanted Robert Redford to run for the Senate and then the presidency, and he said, nothing on your word. I said, I'm able to do more where I'm at, and I don't have to owe any allegiance to anybody to do it.
It sounds like Sarah Palin.
Yeah, that's, so right now they're getting ready to write a tell-all book on Palin to destroy her career before the, which basically will just make her stronger. Every time the Democrats go on the attack, it just builds her up because the women hate this stuff.
Well, because look at all the things they've done against her. I mean, look, when she was the vice presidential nominee.
Yeah, and they just tried to destroy her as being a stupid person. She's got a degree in journalism. She's a college graduate. She's basically worked her way up the political system, but she's totally improper because she's got a Down syndrome baby, and she should have aborted that baby. Because she didn't abort the baby, that made her on the wrong side of the women's movement.
Well, see, that's one of those catch-22s. If she aborted it, they would have been after her. If she didn't abort it, they're after her.
Yeah, and then, too, because there's not many of them that can wear a swimsuit like Sarah Palin can, and they don't like that on the left.
I know, which is really kind of crazy. They think we should all be, like, in a comfortable shoes.
Yeah, and it's all original factory-installed equipment, unlike some of the ones on the left who are, that are political activists and leaders who basically have lots of cosmetic work done. So, but I just don't know where you're going to find politicians today. Palin will basically just tell you what she thinks. She's probably closer to Reagan than most of the others.
Yeah.
And she's massively polarizing, but the people that like her love her, and that's all it takes. Is enough more people on one side than on the other side, and then you become president. And as president, you do what's right for the country, whether the public, the Democrats and Republicans like it, you do what's best for the country. You can go back to the Kennedy moment when he was talking to the Democrats, not the Republicans. Ask what you can do for your country, not yourself. The Republicans were doing everything for the people, not the Democrats. This was a speech to the Democrats.
Well, part of it is sometimes they say, well, we're doing it for you, when they really aren't.
They're doing it to you.
So you got to kind of listen to the words and watch the actions.
Nobody wanted Obama. Okay,
they give Obamacare.
The Obamacare. The Democrats don't like Obamacare. We have to pass it so we can read it. Well, because it hadn't actually been written. You know, because that was
We have to pass it so we can read it?
because Pelosi
Yeah.
had absolutely admitted it, you know, that basically at the bottom of the pages, the lawyers fill in the details. It's gobbledygook here and then the details, they don't know what the details
Well,
are.
see, when it's something like that, why should you be surprised about what's in there or not in there? Because you never read it in the first place.
Yeah, but you're...
Nor did they tell you they were, and everybody knew you weren't.
Yeah, like I said, I see nobody currently now running for any office that anybody would actually, you know, maybe the Marco Rubio in Florida, maybe. But will he run for, if they said if he runs for
Yeah, I
president.
don't think he would run.
But if he ran for president, they think the Republicans would nominate him because he can get the Latino vote.
I don't think he would run.
But I know he wouldn't run, he might not.
Isn't Jingle wanting to run?
Well, here's the trick here. They said if he runs, he doesn't lose his office seat. If a lot of people run at the moment, they can't run for office. So here's your question: who the Republican? I mean, they're not going to Mitt Romney. He's got no chance. First of all, he's got a stupid first name. Second,
Oh, come on, like that has anything
Mitt,
to do with it.
yeah, no, but
Isn't that short for something?
no, his name is Mitt.
Oh.
And he also created the healthcare system that has bankrupt the state of Massachusetts.
Yeah, but he could have said, well, you know, I learned my mistake.
Yeah, but he also, right now with the moral outrage over Obama wanting the Defense of Marriage Act destroyed, which was created with the Democrats' help, Romney is a Mormon.
Oh, that probably doesn't help at all.
It doesn't help him at all. And he
Yeah, that probably.
and basically you want to have another guy running for office who dances like... Romney is as stiff as a board. I mean, this guy goes his posing picture, you know, with his shotgun, you know, going hunting, and he's got, you know, and that's, you know, and he's got his shotgun wrong, but he's got his, you know, he takes his hat off, puts his, you know, makes sure the hair is pumped up, put the hat on like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a cardboard there. So, I mean, I think I told people that what happened, you elect Obama, you're going to have a hell of a time trying to get him out of office. And if you get him out of office, the guy that's going to replace him is going to be god-awful bad. I'm thinking the Democrats are going to run a challenge against him, and Obama will lose to the challenger, but will remember, there is nothing in the Constitution that says you can remove a president from office except by impeachment. So, remember those words. If he chooses to stay, you cannot remove him. There's nothing about evicting the president. It says when a changeover should take place, but there's nothing to order the president to step down in our Constitution. They did a good part. They forgot. They forgot about what if I'm Franklin Roosevelt and I want a 6th and a 7th term and I'm still able to do it. So they did correct that in the Constitution. But they didn't correct it to what if, you know, that you're vice president and you take over, it says elected 2 terms.
Mm-hmm.
It says you may serve 2 terms, but it's meant elected.
Elected 2 terms.
Which meant he could be there for as long as 4 terms. You know, 2 as vice president, 2 as president, he could actually be running the country for a sick president for 2 terms. But there's also nothing now, since we know you no longer have to be a citizen of our nation to vote.
I know. Monty's ready to vote.
Yeah, basically anybody can come and vote now, so it's going to be unusual. Things are only going to, look at it this way, things are only going to get worse.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no, we're going to try it, this is from Poor Richard's Almanac by Ben Franklin. You know, don't worry about things now because no matter how bad things are, they're always going to get worse. So until next time, this is Old Kim.
And this is not a spring chicken, this bikini that I happen to be wearing. The top is by a company called Briquelle, B-R-I-Q-U-E-L-L-E, which does custom swimwear, and the bottoms are by Wicked Temptations. And of course, for more information, like we said,
www.montybubble.net on the net.
wherever you're watching us, subscribe to us, follow us on Twitter, and thank you once again for over 40 million links on the internet, and watch our daily newscast in 3D. Ciao.